What's up, everybody? It's your boys, Brit and Jake, back at the movies once again. Episode 39.
Oh, 39.
I know, I'm surprised we've gotten this far.
I know, I am too.
And today, we're going to be taught to, get over the hangover of the Thorathon. We've decided we're going to talk about our first Edgar Wright movie. I was thinking either this or the new one that just came out that was on HBO Max. But I decided Baby Driver because I really enjoyed this movie. I am Britton.
And I am Jacob.
Like I said, today we're going to be talking about Baby Driver. Oh man, first Edgar Wright. I'm very excited about this one.
Yeah, I am too. I've been really wanting to talk about Edgar Wright on this show for a while now.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Edgar Wright. I've loved mostly all of his movies. The man has not made a bad film yet, so take that what you will. And Baby Driver, this is another one, kind of like Mad Max Fury Road or Edge of Tomorrow. I regret not seeing this in theaters, though I still need to see Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, you need to. Fucking great.
But man, this movie was great. I love this movie. It might be one of Wright's best, and I don't care what the critics have to say. I really enjoyed this film. What did you think of it, Jacob?
Could not agree more with what you just said. Fucking love Baby Driver. Edgar Wright, one of Edgar Wright's best films, easily. And I'm staying with you. It's another film that I regret seeing in theaters because, man, the experience would have been phenomenal for me. Edgar Wright directed the shit out of this. It is an extremely stylish, exciting movie, fueled by a killer soundtrack, which we'll get
Oh
into
my god,
soon.
yes. Oh, we're gonna get into that.
Cannot wait. That's the part I'm excited to get into, and a bunch of other stuff. But this is a movie that's smartly written without sacrificing any of its thrills.
Oh
Edgar
no.
Wright, fucking awesome.
I also love that this movie's kind of an odd musical in some ways. It uses music to push forward the story.
Yes, it does. Funny is that wait. Oh yeah. Funny is that.
That's like, what were we gonna say?
Hold on. Give me a minute.
Alright.
Mama's distracting me. Damn it, Mom. Anyway, the film heavily utilizes music, and that, in a lot of ways, the film is also. I agree. The film is like a pseudo-musical while also being a car chase movie.
Oh, and what a car chase movie it is. The car stunts in this movie are on another fucking level.
Oh god, yeah, they're fucking some of the best I've seen in a film.
Oh my god. Also the acting. Also this film, and again, I really hate saying this term, but it subverted my expectations. Because, you watch the trailer and you get an idea on what this movie's going to be about. Excuse me. And then this film just completely, it takes the rug out from under you, trips you, and you're like, what the fuck? And you're glad that it did.
Indeed. Certainly does.
Also, great performances all around.
Oh yeah, performances all around are top tier in my opinion.
Indeed. Edgar Wright is just freaking on form with this movie. And again, the guy hasn't made a bad movie yet. I should say yet. I haven't seen Last Night in Soho yet, which I've heard is good. But aside from that, the guy has not made a bad movie yet. I am still mad that our dear boy did not get to make his Ant-Man movie.
Oh god, it was so great.
I know. I don't want to diss on Peyton Reed. I think the Ant-Man movies are fine, but I think if Edgar Wright had done it, I think it would have been pretty memorable.
Oh yeah, he definitely would have brought something a lot more special to that movie rather than what we have got, which was kind of mediocre, in my opinion.
That's fine. But yes, we're going to be talking about Baby Driver today, which is a great movie on its own. Sadly, again, like I mentioned, I did not see this in the movie theaters. I should have, but it wasn't for a lack of interest. I just didn't get around to seeing it. And then my parents and I saw it a few months later. My dad loves it, so yeah. It's one of those movies my dad and I both really enjoyed. So, it was a good bonding experience. You saw E.T. on the big screen today, I heard.
Oh, yes, I did.
How was that?
Amazing experience. Fucking love E.T. and seeing it in theaters just made me love it even more.
Indeed. I love E. I haven't seen E.T. in a while. I want to see that one again. I want to see Close Encounters of the Third Kind again too, because
great movie.
I remember really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Also, I saw Patton Oswalt talk about 5 really great sci-fi movies and 5 kind of shitty sci-fi movies, and made me want to watch Close Encounters again.
Nice.
But you want to know what else is a great movie? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, but we want to know what else is a great movie. Baby Driver. Alright, Jacob, what were you going to say?
Oh, yes. When it comes to Edgar Wright, Edgar Wright has done something that a lot of people make all style over substance, and that's the main criticism I often hear of his films. But I think style is just as important. I think it helps diversify your films from other people's films. Because if they were all the same, then that would be very boring as hell. So I honestly, sometimes I don't get the criticism of style or substance. Unless it's some of Guy Ritchie's films, then okay. But with Edgar Wright, his movies are stylish, but they're good, very well written and memorable.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, I think part of the style is the substance. That probably sounds really goofy, but I think the style of the movie really lends to the story.
Indeed.
That it's trying to tell. I really enjoy this movie. It's a great action movie. It's a great crime movie. It's also just a lot of fun to watch. Like, I think anybody could sit back and enjoy this movie.
Oh yeah, because this film is just a total blast from start to finish. Consistently entertaining. Edgar Wright directed the shit out of it, as I said. There's never, like, a boring scene.
Oh, no. One of my favorite scenes, I don't want to talk about it right now, but a lot of it is just great sound design. And I bet he knows what I'm talking about, but one of my favorite scenes in the movie, it's just great sound design. Like, there's no, like, dialogue or anything like that.
Indeed.
So anyways, we're gonna basically dive into this movie.
Let's do it.
Like a dumbass, I forgot to rewatch this film, so I'm going to be going off of memory, so it might be a little spotty. But if I do remember, it starts with basically a intro of what Baby does, and isn't it the Mike Myers robbery?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. That's what I thought. So we begin with we begin the story with we end up meeting Baby, who is a getaway driver in Atlanta. The dude's like a savant when it comes to this sort of thing, and we end up meeting like 3 other guys with him. This one dude, Flea, who Flea's in this for like 5 minutes. He's always appearing in the most random of places. He was in Obi-Wan Kenobi recently.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, what? What? Okay.
Okay.
And he's in this movie. I'm like, all right, and he plays one of the robbers. And Bats, who is played by Jamie Foxx, one of the scene stealers of this movie, I think.
Oh god, yeah. He's so freaking good. He's so sly and cool and really badass.
And he's also just a jerk as well. But he's a fun jerk to watch.
Oh, yeah. He's an entertaining jerk.
Easily one of my favorite Jamie Foxx performances.
Oh, absolutely.
I love the dialogue between them. He's like, okay, I got the masks, and I love how Bat's just like, what the hell is this? And he's like, yeah, you said Mike Myers. I'm like, no, the guy from Halloween, not the Austin Powers guy. And it's just like a big argument, and they're like, and Baby's Baby's just straight guy. He's all like, guys, we gotta time, gotta do this. Oh wait, no.
Yep.
Wait, no, it's not Jon Bernthal who's the other guy. It's some other dude. Never mind. So they end up doing it, and they end up having the They end up robbing the bank, go to Baby, and Baby just freak. This man, like I said, this man's a savant with the car, and he like drives off a wall, or is that later?
That's later.
Oh, that's later. But this also gets to one of my favorite aspects of the movie, which is the chase scenes.
Oh god, the chase scenes are freaking phenomenal.
Oh my god, they're so good. I have to say, Edgar Wright just did not waste a moment with the chase scenes in this movie. I love them. They're so creative. They're so just out of left field ridiculous. It's like Heat on speed.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I love it. I'm a big Heat fan, so, you know, I was really digging this film.
Oh yeah, chase sequences are some of the best ever put to film. They all look practical. There are moments where they utilize CGI, but it's all very sparse.
Oh, yeah. I think most of it was practical.
Oh yeah, and it for the better. It's freaking amazing. Edgar Wright did not disappoint in regards to the chase sequences.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I love it. But yeah, the chase scenes are just outstanding. And Ansel Elgort plays Baby. He's just like a guy who is really good at driving cars, and not a bad guy per se, but it's kind of the classic setup. He's a guy who kind of got caught up in the wrong crowd, and not a bad guy, but you know, he's kind of caught in a bad situation.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So, anyways, after they get away, they they end up returning back to a warehouse type place where they end up meeting the boss. He's called Doc, played by Kevin Spacey, and this was before his just complete implosion. So I won't talk about that though. I want to talk about the movie. He plays Doc, and he's basically like the really sly, cool criminal mastermind guy.
He is.
And isn't Jon Bernthal there, or again is that later?
I think no, he's there.
Ah, yes, he's there. So he's also like Mr. Exposition guy, because he basically explains what's up with Baby. Turns out he has tinnitus because of a car crash that sadly killed his parents, and tinnitus is a condition where your ears are just constantly ringing. So he really likes music, so he listens to music a lot to drown out the tinnitus.
Indeed.
Also, we just get a blatant exposition dump where Doc explains, yeah, Baby, he stole a car from me once, but, you know, I was so impressed with his nuts as well as his skill, I decided to have him, work for me. So you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's obvious exposition, but it's fucking entertaining.
Yeah, I know. It's like the dialogue is so like snap fast, you know.
Absolutely.
Griff. Oh yeah, I think it's because Griff, played by Jon Bernthal, who's just this dick.
Yeah.
He's a huge dick to Baby for like no reason at all, and he's just like, is he slow? And I think that's when he explains what's up with our friend here. Wait, no, I think it's later when he's listening to music. He's like, did he even get what he said? And then he takes it out and he says it verbatim. But I think that's later. Like I said, my memory's a little spotty at the moment. But we also figure out that he has a hobby of making mixtapes. He ends up going home, and he has a foster father named Joseph, who's this deaf black guy. And they use sign language, and they bond over their mutual love of music, even though he can't hear. And I really love their relationship. I don't know what you think about. What do you think, Jacob?
I agree. I think the relationship is very genuine and very good, actually. A lot better than I thought it'd be when I first saw it. Because I thought it would just, like, you would see them, like, talking and that would be it. But no, it's actually pretty well done.
Indeed. One of the guys starts, like, mouthing off about getting paid. So, Doc ends up having him disposed of, and he ends up having Baby take his body. I think he was like mouthing off about money or something, and Doc was like, "Let's kill him." Oh, gee. Murder's not funny, but he ends up taking him to like a dumpster area, and he like crushes his body. It's kind of fucked up. You're just like, ugh.
Like, sheesh.
I like Ansel Elgort's acting. You can tell he doesn't really like it, but he's kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he's a character that's very stone cold.
Yeah, he's become hardened. He's hardened by his experiences, but you can tell he doesn't really like it.
Yeah.
So, good job, Ansel Elgort. I mean, he started out making a bunch of cheesy romance movies, like, back in the day.
Oh, God.
Fault in Our Stars is a great book, though. The movie's fine, but, you know. It also was in Divergent, which, oh my god. Oh.
We don't talk about that on here.
Baby Driver is a huge upgrade, though. Oh,
yeah.
Let's just save it at that. Let's just stop it there.
Yeah, it's a complete 180 from all his other films. I thought he was excellent as Baby.
Oh yeah. I think he's great, and then that's when we meet his foster father. One of the little things I didn't catch it at first, but there's a little. I love the visual motifs in this movie.
Yes.
There's one. He walks past a heart, and you can tell. Like, I didn't notice this at first, but you can tell that once, like, it's black, and that just signifies where his soul and body is at the moment. And then you can slowly see red coming over it, which is hinting as he starts to change throughout the movie.
Yes.
And not the deepest thing in the world, but it's just I love that, and Edgar Wright is just great. With that. He does that in the Cornetto trilogy. He does that so much in Scott Pilgrim. He's basically just throwing shit at you every 5 minutes in that movie, which, oh my god.
He really is.
We gotta get tagged for that one.
Oh, absolutely.
For Scott Pilgrim and the Cornetto trilogy. I'm definitely wanting to get on the Cornetto trilogy. He is our honorary British guy.
Hell yes, he is.
So, basically his dad is all like, I hope you didn't do another job. And he's like, what? Or, no, he didn't do that, but he's all like, whatever. I think he says, like, one more job and it's done.
Yeah. That's exactly what he says.
So one day, while Baby is hanging out and doing his thing, he meets a waitress called Deborah, played by Lily James. I think that's who plays her. Let me look. Yes.
Yes.
All right, I was right. He meets her. I think it was at it's a laundromat, which I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is 2017. Those still exist? I guess they do. I guess they do.
Yeah, they're still around. You'd be surprised.
It always makes me think back to the Spider-Man 2 scene where Peter is like trying to wash his clothes and he accidentally mixed it with his Spider-Man outfit, and it like imprints.
They're
Good
still
times.
around.
What?
Still, they're still around in 2022.
Oh my god. I guess they are. So, our friend Deborah, and Baby just start hanging out, and Baby is really excited to the point where he ends up finding songs about, or there's a funny little scene where oh damn it, he's trying to look for songs called Deborah. He is. I was like, I'm like, Jacob, still with us, brother?
Oh, no, he is. I was trying to think if he was, but yep.
I was a little worried there for a sec. But yes, Deborah and Baby just hit it off, and it's going pretty well. Baby ends up going to another robbery, and this time we got Griff hanging out, and it's like a bunch of other criminals, and they're hanging out, and Baby's just listening to his music, and Doc is going over the plan, and Jon Bernthal just gives Baby a hard time throughout this entire movie.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, is this dude even paying attention to what he's saying? Or I think this is the scene where he's like, is this man even paying attention to what we're saying? And then Baby just casually takes the earbuds out and basically just says word for word what Doc just said, which is super fun.
Oh yeah, he's a character that retains so much information.
Yeah, I know. It makes me wonder if he has Asperger's. I don't know.
Maybe. Possibly.
It's possible. I don't know.
It's never been confirmed, so.
That's never been confirmed, but you know, I digress. So they end up going on a next robbery, and it ends up not going too hot because an armed bystander decides to play hero and shoots at them. But luckily, Baby, using his superior driving skills, manages to evade the guy and the police. I think this is the one with the wall, when he drives off the wall.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that chase. I love that and the last one, but you know, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I love this chase. So good.
Oh, yes. It's fucking great.
It also showcases my favorite aspect of Edgar Wright's movies is I love the kinetic energy. I love how fast it moves.
Oh, yes. All of his movies are extremely fast-paced. They just move very quickly. They're all so exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Even when they're not doing anything, and there's just like there's nothing going on. Like you can just still there's this my favorite scene in Scott Pilgrim. To go on a tangent real quick is when the knives chick goes over to Scott's house to try and see what he's doing, and Macaulay Culkin's brother opens the door, and then Scott just jumps out the window. Apparently that was Edgar Wright's favorite scene to do in that movie too, so good taste, I guess. But I don't know why, I just love that scene. It's great physical comedy. But
I can see why it's his favorite scene.
Yeah, it's so I bet it was fun. Apparently, they got an actual stuntman to jump off of a trampoline, and he jumped out the window. It's so good. Anyway, this movie doesn't quite have that. It does have it in some. Well, actually, yes, it does, but it's not quite as madcap as Scott Pilgrim.
No.
Or even as something like Hot Fuzz, which is just utterly insane.
It is.
Oh man, I can't wait for the day we talk about. That's one of those other movies I'm looking forward to the day that we talk about it. Hot Fuzz. Oh.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Hot Fuzz.
Plus, I want to see that movie again. Anyways. So anyways, the chase scene is absolutely insane, and it's great, and it's one of those magical moments. That's the magic of movies. You don't know how the hell he did it, but you love watching it.
Yep. And he pulled it off.
And he pulled it off so beautifully.
It is Edgar Wright, after all.
Indeed, yeah, that man. He is a visual wizard.
He certainly is. All of his movies, especially Baby Driver, they're very distinctive, and you can tell it's an Edgar Wright movie. Like when you watch Baby Driver, you're like, yep, it's an Edgar Wright movie.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, if you watch something like Shaun of the Dead or even this movie, you'll instantly be like, oh yes, this is a Edgar Wright movie.
Indeed.
I haven't seen Last Night in Soho, so I don't know if it's as kinetic as the rest of his movie. I'm sure it is, but I don't know.
I would say it's his least kinetic, but it's still a really good movie.
So, jeez. So, Baby ends up getting away after an awesome chase scene, and he's finally paid his debt. He's like, "Yep, I guess I'm done." And Doc's like, "Yep, I guess so." And they like shake hands, and they end up leaving it off. But of course, when you're a criminal, and you got a good thing going, you're not really gonna let that go. So, never really goes too well. But no worries, Baby's actually doing pretty well after that. He starts hanging out with Deborah more. He takes care of his dad, and he starts. He gets a new job where he starts delivering pizzas. I love that scene. It's just like the scene in Hot Fuzz where they're making where they're using all the action movie tropes when Angel is doing all the paperwork. They make delivering pizzas like this super intense thing, and it's beautiful. I love it.
I know, right?
It's like he starts like driving around. He's like, "Oh yeah, here's your pizza." He's like, "Oh sweet dude, here's your tip." He's like, "Thanks, man." So good times.
What better job to do it than delivering pizzas? And you know that your pizza is going to be delivered on time.
Oh, yes.
Especially if it's Baby.
Oh, my God, yeah, he takes that to heart. He's like, oh, yeah.
He does.
But yeah, I love how Edgar Wright does that. He just makes the most innocuous things, just the most intense, He loves just having fun while making the movies.
He really does.
And Baby Driver's no different. This is a movie that's fun to watch, but you can tell it was fun to make.
Oh, absolutely. I bet you they had a blast making this film.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, I bet they did. So, Baby continues to see Deborah, and he ends up taking her out to this really nice place. I guess crime does pay, because it's a very nice restaurant.
Very nice.
But sadly... oh, God. Sadly, Baby's old friend, Doc, decides, I'm gonna shit on this guy's parade. And, he ends up showing, and, he basically gives, like, a very veiled threat. Like, he's all like, look, I love you, I got nothing but respect for you, but, you're gonna do this, heist that I'm planning, or, I'm gonna hurt all the people you care about. And I love the line he says right before he leaves. He's like, oh, she looks pretty, let's keep it that way. And I'm like, oh, God.
Jesus.
And, I love how Kevin Spacey says it. It's just such a casual way, but you're like, oh, God. What's he gonna do? That man just exudes menace, and, for all of his shortcomings, if there's one thing Kevin Spacey does very well, it is menace. Like, this man, he will stare you down.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey has his signature way of delivering a lot of dialogue very fast in a very deadpan manner, but yet somehow conveying so much emotion without really too much expression. Like, he's a very good actor who doesn't act per se. He never tries to overstate himself in the scene.
Oh, no. Though, there's a funny thing about his delivery. He always sounds smug when he delivers his line.
Time.
Every time he does. Oh. He's just like, every single movie I've seen him in, he has like the same kind of, maybe except for, damn it, what's that movie he's in? And he's like burned on the half of his body, It has Haley Joel Osment. I forget what that movie's called. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What was that one?
Shit, what is that movie?
Tip my toe.
Oh, what is that movie? I don't know. But maybe except for that one. But literally every single other movie he's been in, he sounds smug every time. And I don't know why, but I kind of like it.
No, like, he pulls it off.
He pulls it off, man. So, baby's just like, oh my god. So, it's like, I should have known this was gonna happen. And, he ends up scoping the place out. And I love this scene. Doc takes his little nephew with him. Or is that later in the movie? I think it's this part of the movie, but...
No, it's this part of the movie.
Oh, it is? Yeah, I love it. He brings his nephew along. He's like playing on he's playing on a Nintendo or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, you're gonna have to go with this guy, and you're gonna have to." I think even he says he's like, "Ah, they grew up so fast." Like, and the kid's like a big professional too. Like he's telling baby about all the cameras that are in the post office. And they're like, oh my god. It's so good. I love it. And baby's surprised. He's like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this kid?
It's like, ooh. So good.
Oh, jeez. It's so good. So after that, we end up meeting the crew. And it consists of Buddy, played by Jon Hamm, his wife, Darling, played by, I think it's Elza Gonzalez, and, once again, Bats. Can I just say Buddy's my favorite character in this movie?
You can say it all day long.
He is my favorite character in this movie. What do you think about these three?
They're all very entertaining. Extremely entertaining. And they're all very memorable as well. They're not just like these side people that you forget instantly.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go with the stereotype where they're, like, baking out most of the time, and it's, like, really weird and annoying. Like, it's funny at first, but then you're just like, okay, this is really dumb. Like, nah, like, they're, like, Buddy's just, like, super chill, and he's like, look, man, all thing I care about is my girlfriend here, and, getting money.
Oh, I love Buddy, and Jon Hamm was fucking great.
I love Buddy so much. He's my favorite character in this movie, and that's one of the things I really like. I like the bait and switch. You think it's gonna be like this? He's not gonna let him out, so he's gonna have to like get away. You think Doc's gonna be the main antagonist in the movie because that's how it's set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kind of switches up on you. I really enjoy that. I don't want to mention too much, but it might have to do with Buddy. But I love Buddy. He's probably my favorite character in this movie.
Oh yeah, Buddy. Fucking love Buddy. Jon Hamm is excellent as Buddy. So good.
Unlike Bats and Griff, like, Buddy actually gets along with Baby pretty well, and he actually seems to take a liking to him.
Oh, he does.
And he's all like, yo, what you listening to? And he's like listening to like some obscure Queen song. I forget exactly what it is. And he's all like, yeah, this reminds me of my brother. Alright, let's do this. And if I remember, I think they end up robbing the post office, or is that later?
Nope, this is where they rob the post office.
Oh. So, we meet our merry crew of misfits. But yes, I really like, but yes, Buddy is probably my favorite character in this movie. Aside from Bats, because Bats is just, well, as the name hints, he's kind of unhinged.
He really is.
And Jamie Foxx plays him so great. He's cocky, he's such a dick, but he's fun to watch, and he's great. Again, one of my favorite Jamie Foxx performances, I think.
Oh yeah, as you said, he's a piece of shit, but he's also super sly and cool at the same time.
Oh god, he's so fun. He's fun. I love him.
So entertaining. That's the thing I love about this film. All the characters are entertaining in their own unique ways.
Oh yeah. But man, it's just like, you know, if I knew Buddy in real life, I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, let's hang out, bro. There was a great video I saw about Buddy a while ago and how he's kind of a foil to Baby, and I really enjoyed it. I think that would be true. Yeah, he is very similar in some ways.
Yeah, you can say that.
Like, you know, he's got his people he cares about, and he likes music, and he generally doesn't like to cause much hassle. He's not Bats, who just starts murdering people. So Doc basically is like, look, you're gonna have to pick up these illegal weapons that I purchased, and then you can do the heist. So he's like, okay. So they do that, and then we get to my favorite scene of this whole movie. Aside from maybe the climax of the movie, but you know, don't want to get ahead of myself. I gotta prep for this one. Jacob, do you want to take it from here? You know where we're at?
Since it's your favorite scene, I'll let you take it.
Like if okay, fine. All right.
It's your favorite scene, so.
All right. So they go to get the illegal firearms, and you know they're just talking, you know, hanging out, and of course Bats, being the fucking unhinged crazy person that he is he recognizes one of the people who's giving the weapons as a covert operative, a undercover cop. And, of course, because, you know, he's Bats, and he likes shooting people, he gets all the guns and just starts shooting everybody. And you bet you're wondering, okay, Britton, this sounds like a shootout. What makes this so special? My guy, that sound design. Ugh. That shit makes me ejaculate every single time. I'm telling you. It's great.
It makes me too.
Oh. I love it. You're just like, yes, me too, Britton.
I mean, this is fucking awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah, no, it's just like
fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, and he Bats is all like, yo, bro, could you play Tequila? I really like that song. It's like my hype song. And literally the gunshots are, once again, music playing into the movie story. The gunshots basically make a beat, and it's so fucking awesome. I can't even. What do you think of this scene, Jacob?
Oh, this scene is so fucking awesome. The sound design is some of the best I have heard in the film, and the way the music incorporates into the gunshots, it's fucking so freaking good.
Oh, like, dude, so good.
Nicole Carlton, I'm busting the nut right now.
Oh, jeez. Yes, quoting our unofficial third member.
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm like, yes. Thank you, Edgar Wright, for making this happen. I thought you couldn't outdo the Hot Fuzz final shootout, but you've done it, my friend.
Yes, sir.
You done it.
Because he's Edgar fucking Wright.
Oh. And oh my god, I love this scene. They kill most of the guys, and it's just like one of those scenes I just love going back to. There's two scenes I love in this movie more than anything, and this is one of them. It's so good.
No, I remember when I first saw this film, when that scene came on, I remember just geeking out over excitement, because how exciting and fucking unique it was. So good.
Yes. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I love it. I love it. Ugh.
Love it. So freaking good. My favorite scene of the whole movie as well.
Oh my god, it's so freaking good. Oh, man.
It's one of those scenes I like going back just
to see it again. I get you.
Yeah. I'll rewatch that scene a million times.
Oh,
not even
god.
being hyperbolic.
Oh my god, yes. So they end up driving away, and of course, Buddy, who's a bit more practical than Bats, he's like, "What the hell was that?" And Bats is just, he's not having it. He's like, "Yo, those guys were undercover cops, and we're gonna just chill." Like, you know, I'm like, "Okay, genius, what do you think Doc's gonna say once he figures out all his guys are dead?" He's like, "I don't give a damn what he says." Whatever. So they end up going to the diner that Deborah works at. Because of course they do.
What are the odds of that?
I really enjoy this scene too. The suspense is just, oh god.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh man, the suspense in this is out of this planet. It's just,
it really is.
Oh my god. Like, you can see just Baby's complete discomfort, and I'm surprised, like, Bats and everyone else didn't pick up on it. But I guess they're preoccupied. But I really like the scene as well, because we get to know the characters a little bit more. We get to kind of chill out, and, you know, Bats, of course, being insufferable, and, and Buddy suddenly goes out of character, and I really enjoy this little scene where he talks with Buddy, and he's sort of dissecting his motives, and Buddy just kind of starts, like, he's not, like, messing around or being silly, like, he's literally just, like, starts going stone-faced. I really love that, because later in the movie, I love it as a bit of foreshadowing of the monster that's within Buddy's easygoing charm. Because Darling basically spells it out. She's all like, "Oh man, he's a sweetheart, but don't make him see red or he'll just murder everybody in the room," or something like that. I forget the exact line, but I'm like, "Oh, that is such brilliant foreshadowing."
Great foreshadowing.
She's basically if foreshadowing was a character.
She is.
Oh, jeez. But I love the scene. Deborah comes over and sees Baby hanging out with these 3 crazy criminals, and she's all like, what can I get you? And Pats immediately notices that there's something off. Because of course, he might be a complete prick, but he's also very smart, so, you know.
He is.
Doesn't really pan out for him in the end, but, you know. Anyway, so Bats is like, for some reason he's just like, I'm gonna just kill her because I don't want to pay for this food that we got, or not food. They got like coffee, and he doesn't want to pay for it, so he's just gonna shoot her. I'm like, oh my god, and Baby's just like, no, you're not doing that, and they end up driving. And of course, when they get back, Doc is pissed off at the crew for killing everybody.
As expected.
As you'd expect. He's like, they were on my payroll. They're dirty cops. Like, why did you do that? It's like, why did you do that? He's like, the guy was a cop. He's like, really? I knew they were cops. They're cops on my payroll. Are you dense? And he's all like, and I love how he calls him by his real name, which is Leon Jefferson.
Oh, Leon.
I love how it rattles him. He's like, bro, why'd you say that?
Because that's your name, and that's what I'm going to call you.
There's another line I love later, but that's a little later in the movie. You know what? I'll save that for later. I'll save that for later. But he literally calls him by his real name, and he's all like, "Oh my god." All right.
That's when you know you're in trouble.
Also forgot another little reference I enjoy is that Buddy's name is based on a old director who made the Any Which Way But Loose movies, which were these very corny action films from the 80s where Clint Eastwood hung out with a monkey called Clyde. It is great. If you have never seen it, please do. They are so good.
They sound interesting.
Oh, like, it's corny as all get out, but they are so fun. Ugh. And he directed them, so I'm like, oh my god, yes. I guess Edgar Wright also likes those movies, but I thought that was funny.
I mean, you already got me with Clint Eastwood being friends with a monkey.
Oh my god, it's an orangutan, and he's called Clyde, and it's great. Ah, love those movies.
Oh. Well, I gotta check him out.
So yeah, Doc is mad, and he is like, yeah, after that whole fiasco, we got cops sniffing around. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go very well. So yeah, I'm just gonna cancel the heist. We'll go next time. But the crew's like, no, like we signed up for this gig, so let's do it. And he's like, all right, fine. So after that, Baby, realizing that he is in way over his head with a bunch of fucking crazy maniacs. Oh, what?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I guess it's reverb or something. So, I thought you were saying something. So Baby, realizing that, he's dealing with these fucking insane people, he's gonna slip away during the night. Hoping to take Deborah with him and leave Atlanta for good. But sadly, Buddy and Bats end up stopping him, and that's another scene where you're just like, oh god, heart's pumping, baby.
Oh yes, adrenaline is spiking.
Oh yeah, and Buddy's not like, he's not like joking around with Baby. He's all like, yo man, what's up? And then Bat shows up, just like the two scariest guys of the whole movie. And they're just like, hey baby, what's up? Where you going? He's all like, just getting some coffee. He's like, oh yeah? And he just like throws a bunch of the, and then he throws all the mixtapes at him. He's like, oh yeah, what's that? He's like, ah, fuck. So, it's a good oh shit moment.
It really is.
So, oh jeez. So, Baby barely manages to convince the others, like, look, I am not a snitch. These are just mixtapes that I make as a spare time. You know me, I like music. I just, you know. And Doc is like, look, you're not looking good right now. And he's like, fine, I'll play a fucking thing right now. And he's like, alright. So, he ends up playing Izzy Slow, which is a fun little remix of a conversation he had with Griff earlier. It's super cool. And Buddy, I love how Buddy's impressed. He's like, oh, this is pretty good. Bats and Doc are just annoyed, and they're like, alright, let's just get on with this. So, after that, the day of the riot, or not the riot, the heist has arrived.
It has.
And if you've ever heard of Murphy's Law, it basically means anything that could go wrong on this job does go wrong. And that's exactly what happens here.
Yes. Everything that could possibly go wrong just went wrong, as you said.
Exactly. So, it goes smoothly at first, they're walking in, and then this security guard shows up, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Goodness.
You know, we mentioned it a few times, but I gotta mention the suspense in this movie is so freaking good.
Oh, yeah. On another level.
Like, what do you think of the suspense?
The suspense in this is nail-biting. Edgar Wright does a lot of things right with his films. Of course, like his style, like being very distinctive. But with most of his films that include suspense, they're all very nail-biting and just so heart-pumping.
Oh my god, yes. So, job starts smoothly enough. Then a security guard shows up and starts going like, hey man, I think it was like a lady from earlier who saw him, like, is like, hey, I know that guy, what's he doing? And I think the guard goes over, and the guard just like starts talking to him, and Baby's like, sorry sir, I'm not really doing anything. Then of course Bats, being Bats, shows up and shoots the guy.
Classic Bats.
Classic Bats. And Baby does not like that at all. Good sir. No, sir.
It's like, not happy. I don't like that. Especially if it's from bats.
Yeah, and plus Baby doesn't like bats anyway, so of course he's not pleased. Baby decides out of spite he's not going to drive away, and Bats doesn't like that, and he starts smacking him and calling him retarded. Well, I guess that's Baby's berserker button, because he decides to drive the car into some rebar, which impales Bats, killing him instantly. And it's actually quite sad. I thought it was pretty satisfying. What do you think?
It was extremely satisfying.
Like, this dude's been giving him shit the whole movie, and he's like, you know what? Fuck this guy. Drives over and just, like, and kills him. And Buddy's like, what the
That's what you get.
And Buddy's like, what the hell are you doing? We're gonna die now. So,
that's what he gets.
So, then the movie becomes heat for 5 minutes as we get a glorious shootout.
So good.
And, like, it's basically I wouldn't say it's beat for beat, but it is very similar to the big heist scene from Heat, where everyone's in the streets shooting at each other, and it's insane. And Val Kilmer's running around, he's shooting around, he's like running around with his ponytail. Robert De Niro's running around, and then Al Pacino, his partner, gets shot, and he's like looking at the guy, then he's like sharpshoot. He kills Tom Sizemore. It's nuts. It's like that, except more modern.
Yeah, it's batshit insane.
No pun intended. But
no pun intended, because that's dead.
Basically, it doesn't go well. Buddy and Darling end up splitting up from Baby, and Baby ends up running over. He steals a car from this black lady, but no worries. He does give her purse back. He's like, I'm so sorry, and he like drives off. Sadly for Buddy, Darling ends up getting shot and killed. Oh no. Big oopsie. Big mistake.
Oopsie whoopsie.
It's gonna blow up in a... I bet Buddy's gonna be fine. What do you think? He's been pretty cool the whole movie.
Yeah. I mean, he's been very chill throughout the whole movie, so I think he'll be fine.
Oh, I'm surprised you kept a straight face through all that.
Yeah, it was very hard, but I managed to do it.
So, Darling gets killed. Buddy gets really pissed off, but we don't see him for a while. And Baby ends up stealing a car, and he ends up fleeing to his apartment. So, he ends up going back to his house, and Joseph's like, what's going on? And Buddy, or not Buddy, I keep saying Buddy, I mean Baby. Damn it.
They sound pretty similar, so...
Yeah, goes back to my foil thing. They both have similar sounding names. Baby goes back to his house, and his father is like, what is going on? And he's like, look, I kind of goofed up big this time, so... Sorry, man. He's all like, You said you wouldn't do that shit anymore. And he's like, I know. Just, let me help you out, and we'll be square. And he's like, fine. So he takes him to an assisted living home, and he gives him his heist earnings, because he doesn't need any of that shit. Then, we get to my other favorite part of the movie, which is Baby decides to go try and get Deborah so they can get the fuck out of there. And, who is there but Buddy?
Of all people.
Of all people. And he is not happy. Oh, man. He is not pleased with the fact that, he is not pleased that his wife is dead. So he decides, because he blames Baby for her death, he's going to pay him in kind. He's going to kill Deborah, and then he's going to kill Baby. Or maybe I think he just wants to kill Deborah. I don't know.
Maybe just Deborah.
I think it's just Deborah, because he's like, he's like... So, why do I love this scene? Well, what's not to love by the scene? I love the suspense. I love how Jon Hamm just goes from, like, easygoing fun guy to just sinister, like, he's gonna fucking murder you in 5 seconds. I love how they share a tune together. It's a great song, too. I would play it, but it's, copyright. Don't want to get in trouble with the law. But I love how they share a song, and then he says, "Alright, last song, baby. Time to face the music." And of course, it becomes worse because a cop shows up, and he's like, "Hey, can I use your bathroom?" And Darling's like, or not Darling, God, Deborah. Ugh. Ah, okay. Dang it. All right. Get a hold of yourself. Yeah. So he goes to the bathroom. They end up having a moment, and then Buddy sees the cop as if it couldn't get any worse. Cop shows up, and Buddy, I think Buddy shoots him, or that's later.
Yeah, I think that's later.
Oh no. Buddy or Baby shoots Buddy, and then Buddy gets pissed off, and then the cop shows back up, and then he kills the cop. That's what happens.
Yes.
So.
I was gonna ask you something.
Oh yeah, what?
What are your thoughts on the romance between Baby and Deborah?
Oh yes. It's sweet. Has that kind of, idealistic version of it. I mean, could it have been done better? Is it bad? No. Could there have been some more depth? Maybe. But, I like it. What do you think about it?
Here's my thing. A lot of people have said, like, it's very abrupt. But for me, I personally believed in the romance. Like, it was two people, each trapped in a situation they wanted to get out of, and they connected through music, too. So it worked for me personally, but I would say it is the weakest aspect of the movie.
Yeah, I would agree, but I like it. I think it's fun. I like their little thing where she's like, we should just drive away, just keep it on drive, with some, I forget the line, but it's a great line.
It is.
So now they're running away from Buddy, who has just gone fucking axe crazy. And he ends up going to Doc. And Doc, he's casually just packing his stuff up. He's like, "Look, it's over, man. I gotta move because, you guys murdered everybody." And it's a little line where he quotes a line from Monsters Inc. at him, and he's like, "Could you please stop quoting Monsters Inc. at me? I hate it." It's so good. It's just like, yeah.
I fucking love it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's so funny. It's like,
But hey, who wouldn't quote Monsters Inc.?
It's a great movie. I love Monsters Inc. And he's watching Monsters Inc. and he sometimes uses lines from Monsters Inc. And he's all like, "Could you stop with that?" I'm like, it annoys me.
Can't help it though.
It is a great film. But it's just I don't know. Just that, I don't know why that little line always just makes me laugh.
No, it's freaking funny.
And he's all like, "Fuck this," and he's all like, "Could you just give me look, I'm not asking for much. Just give me the tapes I have, and I'll be out of your hair." And he's all like, "Fine." So he gives him all except for one, which damn it! Keep saying the wrong names. Fuck! Sorry, Kitty, I didn't mean to scare you. God damn it! Can't get their names right. This bullshit, man. Fuck! Baby! God damn it! Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, God. Okay.
They sound similar, so...
They do sound similar. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, he... so, he doesn't let Baby take back one of the tapes, but it only contains his mother singing from a memory he has from before his mom died. And Doc's like, no. But then he ends up seeing Deborah arriving, and she ends up consoling Baby, and he finally's like, nah, fuck it. So, but here's this is really what I like about Baby Driver, is I like how it subverts what you're expecting. It subverts your expectations, as you will, even though I fucking hate saying that.
It does.
Because you think Doc's gonna be the villain. You think Doc's gonna be, like, sicking everybody on him. You think, like, Doc's gonna, like, sick some guys on him, and he's gonna have to, like, go run and gun it. But no, it's Buddy who turns out to be the antagonist. And, and it actually ends up going very well. But, maybe this is just because of Jon Hamm's likability or something, but I feel so bad for Buddy, even when he's going out, because I liked Buddy and Baby's interactions.
Me too.
So, it's genuinely sad when he ends up going into, like, full-on, I'm gonna fucking kill you mode.
Yeah, it is.
Or at least I thought it was. I don't know what you think.
No, I thought it was, because Buddy kind of liked Baby, and the conversations that they had were really good. So the fact that Buddy is now like, I'm gonna kill you, it's like a little sad.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, damn, man, like, that's sad. It's like,
yeah,
it's like Anakin. Baby's just like, yo, we're the chosen one. No, that's that joke's probably been overused, but anyway.
Oh yes.
So basically, Doc is like, fuck this. He ends up giving the cash, and he gives, like, an escape route out of the country. And when Baby's like, hey, why are you helping us? And he's like, I remember being in love once. I don't want you guys dying. And you're like, aw, he does care about Baby, rather than just, hey, this guy can make me a lot of money, so good.
It's like, you actually genuinely like me instead of using me to go on bank heists.
Yeah.
Be a getaway driver. So that's nice.
So, Kitty, please don't knock over the phone. Thank you. Please don't. Could you not? Could you come back on my lap, please? Come here. There you go. Alright, sorry about that. Cats, it's, kitties. They're fun. They're fun. But, anyways, where was I at? Oh, yes. So the police guys who survived the arms deal end up showing up and confronting Baby and Deborah and Doc in the parking garage. But no worries. Doc isn't just like a guy who plans stuff behind the scenes. He just straight up murders all of them.
Straight up.
He just murders all of them. Just like, he's like, alright, get going. And then his face gets blown off like 5 minutes later by Buddy. And he's in, like, his car, and he looks so, like, deranged. And I remember, this was before Jeffrey Dean Morgan became Negan, and apparently, like, Jon Hamm was in, like, the talks to be Negan for a while. And when I saw this movie, like, that really sold me on, like, he could have been a really good Negan if they decided to cast him, because he is super menacing during these parts of the movie.
Yeah, he really is.
And he ends up showing up in his car, and he looks fucking crazy. And Baby ends up driving off. And once again, the creativity of these chase scenes are just unbelievable.
I know, right?
Particularly with the parking garage. How they use the parking garages. Not the garages, but the garage as like, hiding spots. And it's just like, oh! It's so good. What do you think about this final chase scene?
does not disappoint. It's fucking phenomenal, as all the other chase sequences throughout the movie. As I said, they're some of the best I've seen in a film. Because Edgar Wright, when you get Edgar Wright behind the camera, you know they're going to be extremely unique and extremely memorable and just exciting.
Oh my god, he is the master of exciting, like that, for sure.
He really is.
He loves getting your heart pumping, you know.
He does.
And I love how it's like a running gag in the movie how Buddy is just really tough to kill. Like he gets shot, I think someone stabs him. He gets like ran over, and then it like finally takes the final fight when they kill him. And it's like, that's kind of funny. Anyway, so they end up having a chase scene, and Buddy gets God! Ah! Damn these B names. I hate this. Damn you, Edgar Wright. So, cat and mouse game ensues until Buddy gets Baby at his mercy, and he is not about to fuck around. He fires a gun next to each of Baby's ears, which temporarily deafens him. And I remember when I saw this for the first time, I was like, damn. Because ears are very sensitive, let me tell you.
I kind of squimmered.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, what a cruel punishment for, your ex getting killed. Like, that's kind of the thing. It's like, isn't Buddy kind of overreacting? But then I'm like, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly the point.
Just, what a cruel and unusual way to, like, try and kill somebody. And then he's about to kill, he starts, like, ranting about how he's gonna kill Deborah. But no worries, because Deborah ends up showing behind Buddy and, like, hits him with a crowbar, and Baby ends up using the opportunity and shoots Buddy in the leg, and unfortunately, Buddy loses his footing and falls to his death, finally killing him.
About time. Sheesh.
And once again, again, maybe it's because of Jon Hamm's performance or just how the character was set up, but damn it, can't help but feel sorry when he dies.
No, it's because that Jon Hamm was so charismatic as Buddy. He made him likable in a weird way.
Yeah, and also his, like, camaraderie with Baby. It's just, again, it's really sad when he dies.
I thought it was.
Or, yeah, I thought so, too. I don't know how everyone else... Maybe some people are like, oh, thank God, Buddy got her. Damn it! Baby got away from Buddy! This is so bad. This is the episode where Britton tongue-ties all the names.
I'm definitely making that of a t-shirt.
Oh my god. He's like, Buddy, fuck! That's the shirt.
Yep. You're like, so Buddy, and he's like, God damn it!
Oh, jeez. So, yeah, Buddy dies. I kind of feel bad for a second, and then Deborah ends up fleeing the scene with Baby. And it looks like they're about to go home free, Smokey and the Bandit. They're about to get it on going. But sadly, there's a police roadblock, because I guess the cops just were like, hey, we're just going to set up a roadblock here in case he shows up. And, well, yeah, I know. It's like, what? Okay. How'd they know where Baby was gonna be? But alright, whatever. Probably a precaution. Anyway, Baby decides, initially, Deborah thinks about doing a Bonnie and Clyde type of deal where she, like, free guns it towards the, blockade. But Buddy... Fuck! Damn it, I hate this. Why? Ah, God. Baby decides, I'm gonna surrender. And she's like, no, baby, don't! It is kind of melodramatic, I'll give you that. A little bit.
Yeah, it is. A little bit.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Baby. It's Baby, not Buddy. Buddy's dead.
You mean Buddy. No, you're correct. It's Buddy.
Ah! Damn it! Oh, God. Okay. So, Baby... God damn it. So, Baby, at his trial, the judge is like, hey, guys, we're gonna sentence this guy. So, at the trial, Joseph, Deborah, and just other people who have been affected by Baby's crimes decide to testify in his defense because, despite the fact that he is a criminal who is a getaway driver, he's actually a pretty cool guy at the end of the day. And this black lady's like, and even the black lady who he, gave the purse back to, he stole the car, he's like, oh, he gave me his purse, and I really like that. Anyway, so he gets sentenced to 25 years. Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy.
But he is subject to a parole hearing after 5. So, Deborah, luckily, decides to stay in contact with Baby.
Yay! Got it right!
Yes. Shut the fuck up.
I'm proud of you.
Fuck off.
This is too fun. I can't help it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so Baby ends up revealing to Deborah that his actual name is Miles.
He kind of looks like a Miles. Yeah.
It's like Miles Davis. Anyways, so Miles/Baby does the 5 years, I guess, because he ends up getting out of prison. And she greets him outside of the prison in a vintage car that looks sexy as fuck. And that's the end of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to mention the cars in this movie are just mwah.
Oh, yeah.
They did not
Pretty
disappoint. They are very beautiful cars.
Pretty darn sexy. If I
Oh
do
my
say so
god,
myself.
yes. But yes, that was Baby Driver. Or maybe Buddy Driver, because I kept fucking up the name.
Buddy Driver. Yes, that's what we're going to
That's the spin-off, the prequel about where Buddy came from.
That's what they should name the sequel. Buddy Driver. That's for the sequel.
Anyways, Baby Driver, great film.
Fucking love Baby.
I really love
Another
Baby
win for
Driver.
Edgar Wright.
One of Edgar Wright's best.
Indeed. Classic Edgar Wright written all over it.
Oh my god, so good. I love it. Cast is great. The soundtrack, which I didn't mention enough, the soundtrack is just, oh my god, it's so good. Especially with the diner scene I was talking about earlier. One of the reasons why I love that scene is the song and how it builds the suspense. Oh.
It's so good.
It's so good. Oh, I love this movie. One of Edgar Wright's best. I would even put it up there with the Cornetto trilogy.
I would too. Like, Baby Driver is it was a total blast from start to finish. Consistently entertaining throughout. Never boring. And go back to the soundtrack. Not only is the soundtrack killer, but not only are they very unique in their own way, but they all have a purpose in the movie, which I really appreciated.
So, jeez. Yeah, Baby Driver is great. Great cast. Great action scenes. The car chases. We don't deserve it. And it proves that Hollywood is not out of ideas just yet, which I am planning to make an episode where I just rant about all the stuff that's wrong with movies today and how it's not Marvel's fault, but I'm waiting for a day we can do it. Not now, though.
I'll be ready for that one.
It's probably just going to be me sounding off about why Marvel movies are not the bane of cinema, and Jacob's just going to sit there and just let me go on. It's going to be basically the opposite of when we review Four Stick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Though, hey, Jacob, your opinions are more than valuable. I want to hear your thoughts on that subject. But again, I want to talk about that yet. But I will say, Baby Driver is the movie that, hey, maybe Hollywood has not ran out of ideas yet. But hey, Hollywood, give more money to movies like this, and people will come back to see the movies. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'll say about that.
Exactly.
I'll expand on the subject on another special episode, but I'm not going to do that right now.
No, want to savor the flavor.
Yes, exactly. Baby Driver, though, is a great film, and it shows why Edgar Wright fucking rocks. I was about to say fucking sucks, but I'm like, wait a minute. No, he doesn't. That would have been an odd turn.
Ooh, throwing hands.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? I didn't mean that. This shows why Edgar Wright fucking slaps your face with this movie.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Just like Tarantino, for me, he has not made a bad film. All of his films have either been great or fucking phenomenal.
I know. Even Scott Pilgrim, which I don't love as much as this movie, even that is just balls to the walls entertaining, and I love every second of it.
Oh, it's completely bazonkers, but it's fucking awesome.
Baby Driver's a little more grounded, but it does not sacrifice the just awesome insanity of the movie. Like, just, great. Love the characters in this movie. I love Bats. I love Buddy. I love Baby. I love Doc. All of them are a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, indeed. This movie's just fucking fun.
This movie is fun. I know. It's a good one to watch with your bros when you're having like a boring day. Like, hey, you want to watch Baby Driver? And you're like, all right, whatever. And you watch it, like, oh my god, this movie's great.
So good.
I think it's one of those movies anybody can enjoy. It's kind of like Tropic Thunder in that way.
It is like Tropic Thunder in that way. Anybody can enjoy Tropic Thunder. Like anybody can enjoy Baby Driver.
I can't wait for the day we talk about Tropic Thunder. Oh my god.
Fucking love Tropic Thunder.
Such a good I love Tropic Thunder. Ugh. It's one of those that all, like, my family, like, everybody I know, I have made them watch Tropic Thunder, and I have not met someone who does not like that movie. Does not either like or love it.
I remember when I first watched it, and I saw Robert Downey Jr., I'm like, is that Robert Downey Jr.? And I was young then. I was like, wait, is he actually black? And they're like, no, he's playing characters playing blackface. Like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for the Tropic Thunder episode. It's gonna be great.
Oh, can't wait. That'll be one of my favorites.
Oh man. Yeah, I know. I've been kind of trying to figure out. I've been trying to like get together all my favorite episodes that we've done. What would be some of you? Like, I have some in mind, but like, what are some of yours?
I would say Amazing Spider-Man 2 is by far. I would say I would say Amazing Spider-Man 1 because of he's a were-lizard, which that's a definite T-shirt.
That's a T-shirt. Yep.
He's a were-lizard. But of course, the Snyder cut where you got drunk out of your ass.
Oh man, yeah.
And I will say the most recent one, Love and Thunder, because that was by far the saltiest episode.
Oh my lord, there was some salt in that episode. I'm not gonna lie, there was some salt in that episode.
I will say after your tongue-tied with accidentally calling baby, buddy, baby, this one is instantly one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed this one. I was kind of nervous because I'm like, oh damn it, I didn't watch it like an idiot. Now I'm gonna be like just running around with scenes. I'm probably gonna forget a couple that I love. But this episode proved to be pretty entertaining. I was actually kind of nervous coming back because we've been gone for a little bit, and I was like, oh boy, I hope this isn't rusty. But luckily we haven't lost a beat just yet. So
not quite yet.
Oh. I really love the guest episodes quite a bit. Not that I don't have anything against us just hanging out and talking, but just the guest episodes are always fun.
They are.
Especially when it comes to Carlton, the mysterious third member. He's always a joy to have on. The Spider-Man-a-thon, I still hold a lot of fond memories from that one. Even though it drained me. Let me tell you. I don't know about you, Jacob, but that episode drained me. That series drained me.
No, I would like. Well, at least it wasn't the Batman series.
Oh my god! Oh god, are you trying to kill us?
I was hoping to. No. No, just imagine we talked if we talked about all of the Batman films.
Oh my
or those
god!
Spider-Man.
Oh jeez. Oh, man. I definitely would have... Carlton said, hey, get me on for Dark Knight Rises. And I'm like, alright, I'll take you up on that. Because I have some thoughts on that one.
Yeah, I do too. But there's one film I'm like really split. I'm really like split whether if I should bring Ty or Carlton because I know they both have opinions on this film, Black Widow.
Oh my god. Look, I'm trying to take a break from superheroes stuff, but you know, even with talking about superhero movies, but yes, I mean, yeah, I know we just talked about all the Thor movies, but you know, whatever.
No, taking a break from guest episodes.
Yeah, we're also taking a break from guest episodes. Oh boy, when we get to Black Widow, oh dude, it's gonna be something.
I'm just gonna be ranting about how they fucking ruined Taskmaster.
I'm gonna be ranting about the third act because that third act is so stupid. Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty abysmal.
It was so bad. But I want to save that for the Black Widow. Black Widow. Oh god. Oh god. I'm looking forward to when we do the Captain America-thon because those have been some of my favorite MCU movies.
Oh yes, the first one I think it's very underrated. Winter Soldier fucking rocks, and Civil War is also fucking great. I don't care what Carlton says.
I was about to say, Winter Soldier is the greatest MCU film of all time. I am not sorry for saying that. It fucking
my favorite,
rocks.
But top 5 definitely.
It is my personal favorite, and in yours, Endgame.
The first Avengers is.
The first Avengers. That's it. Great film.
It originally was Endgame, but sometimes opinions change. Though I still love Endgame.
That's fine. Endgame is definitely in my top 5. That and Infinity War. Definitely in my top 5.
Oh, absolutely. No Way Home, top 5. Definitely.
Oh my god, that too. Oh. But you're wondering, well, what's like the second, like, where would you rank them? Which, that case, I don't think I could even... I don't think I could arrange those. Avengers is definitely in top 10. Like, I don't know about top 5, but definitely top 10.
I fucking love the first Avengers.
Oh, it's a great film.
Was on his A game.
Oh yes, definitely getting Tyg on that one, because he's a big Joss Whedon fan.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh my god.
We definitely gotta get him on for Age of Ultron because he definitely has some opinions on it.
Oh, I have some opinions on that one too. Oh boy.
Me too.
That'll be a fun one.
Oh yes, it will be.
Oh jeez. Oh god.
I got some ideas, so we're gonna stay pretty busy for a while.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy because I'll admit I was kind of I kind of pulled Baby Driver out of my ass. I was like, all right, you know, let's do Baby Driver because you know I love that movie and I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about like what movie to pick for next week, but now I do. So don't worry.
Have you seen any movies recently? I've been really bad at keeping up with... Last movie I saw in theaters was Nope, which was fantastic, I thought.
Still need to see crap. I also want to see Bullet Train as well.
Is it as good as Get Out? Maybe. I'm not gonna... I won't sugarcoat it. I won't say no. I do think it's a lot better than Us. I like Us, but I have some issues with it. I'm looking forward to the Us episode. We are definitely doing a proper Halloween special where we're just talking about horror movies all month. All right, do you like that idea, Jacob?
Oh yes, I have some ideas on certain movies I really want to talk about on our Halloween-a-thon. So,
very good.
We'll be busy.
I was about to say very good. I don't, because I'm like, please I want to do a proper, because we started this in October, so sadly we didn't get a chance to do a spookathon last year. So I'm hoping this year in October we can do a proper spookathon talking about horror movies we both enjoy. So I'm looking forward to that.
And I fucking love Halloween, so cannot wait.
But yes, you said you saw E.T. and we already talked about this at the beginning, but you said you saw E.T. in the movie theaters. That must have been amazing. Like, what was it like seeing the bikes floating in the air on like a big screen like that?
Oh, it was fucking amazing, especially on an IMAX screen, which is like the biggest screen ever. Which I mean, seeing it in theaters just made me love the film even more because I haven't seen it since I was like 7. So, so this was me just rewatching E.T. essentially, and they were. I remember seeing Multiverse. No, not Multiverse Madness. What was it? Oh, I saw Thor: Love and Thunder. They announced that they were going to release E.T. in theaters in honor of its 40th anniversary. So, I thought about it, and I was like, I can't miss this opportunity. I'm going to see E.T. in theaters. It's one of my favorite Spielberg films of all time. I fucking love E.T. And I rewatched it, and I loved it as much as I did when I was 7 years old. I would say top 3 for Spielberg films for me.
It's for now. It's my personal favorite. Definitely top 3 with like Jaws.
Oh yeah.
I was about to say if you love Jaws, you will love Nope. And also, if you do watch Nope, Jacob, you gotta. It's not like a dense movie, but you do have to pay attention to what's going on, and you'll follow it just fine. Because there were some people who were like, "Oh, it's too confusing." I'm all like, "Guys,
you gotta pay attention.
Just pay attention to the movie." I don't want to be like pretentious, but pay attention to the movie.
And it's Jordan Peele, and if you've seen Get Out or Us, you know what to expect. His movies, you have to think.
Yeah, Get Out's jumped on my favorite movies list recently because I fucking love Get Out, especially that last act, which is just. Greatest, one of the best revenge scenes of all time, if you ask me.
I know, right? Fucking love it. But I still need to see Nope. I really want to see Nope, though. There are a lot of films I need to see.
I thought it was fantastic.
I really want to see Bullet Train as well, because that looks like a lot of fun.
I know. I saw the trailer, and I'm like, this either is going to be really stupid, or it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if I want to see it just yet.
I just want to see it. But, yeah, E.T. was, in theaters, was fucking excellent.
Oh my god. I remember seeing it when I was a kid, and I was really sad when E.T. died. As you do.
Me too.
I was like, oh no, Nanny, is he going to be alright? And he's like, I'll just keep watching. Apparently it traumatized my aunt, so there you go.
Oh, there you go. I was like 7 years old, and yeah, I was definitely crying.
My favorite scene in the movie is when, E.T. gets all the beer and just gets fucking wasted. And Elliot also is just like is like all wonky, all because they're like connected. I love it. Damn, I gotta see E.T. again.
So hilarious. Yeah.
I haven't seen E.T. in a long time, but I love it. I remember loving it.
Definitely want to talk about it here. It's in my top 3 Spielberg films. I would say my favorite Spielberg film might be Jurassic Park, but E.T. is definitely top 3 for me.
I was about to say Jurassic Park is a really good one. Definitely in my top 10 or 15 for me. Like, my top 5 would definitely have, like, Jaws and E.T. on there.
Hell yes. We'll love talking about E.T. here one day.
Oh, I thought you said Top Gun to E.T. I'm like, what?
No, not Top Gun. Though I would like to talk about Top Gun one day.
Oh my god, yes. It's like my favorite cheesy 80s film of all time.
Yes, I know, right? Speaking of Top Gun, I did see Top Gun Maverick.
I did too.
Great.
That was great.
Like a good legacy sequel? Really?
Unheard of.
Like that's rare.
I gave it 4.5 stars. Like it's literally like maybe that was a little too much, but I don't fucking care. Great movie. Might be one of the top ones of the year.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. One of the best theater experiences ever for me. And
probably
Tom Cruise still has it.
My favorite theater experience, aside from the Batman, probably.
Yeah, the Batman, and No Way Home for sure.
Oh my god, No Way Home. Oh.
No Way Home is like my top favorite theater experiences.
Oh my god, yes. It's just it's like another one of my favorite episodes was No Way Home, our grand finale, and it was well worth it. Loved it.
Very bittersweet.
Oh.
We went out with a bang.
Oh man. I know Into the Spider-Verse will be coming around again. So I would love to talk about Into the Spider-Verse at some point, because I love that movie.
Oh, yes. I fucking love it. The only Sony film I'm excited for, Across the Spider-Verse. That's it.
Oh, did you hear about Morbius?
No. What about it?
So, memes that were going around online, and they released it in theaters again. And it bombed again.
Of course it did. From what I've seen, it looks fucking terrible.
It looks so bad. I haven't even seen it myself. I'm like, I don't want to see it.
I don't, especially after the Venom movies.
Oh, jeez. I saw a post from Tig the other day. He was talking about Moonfall, and the first thing he said, did you see it? Yeah. He just says...
He was like, cinema is dead, people. It's official.
It's official, and Moonfall has killed it. I'm like, what? That sounds like something Carlton would say. I would never have expected Ty to say that.
No. Like, I would never expect out of all people Ty to say it. Carlton, abso-fucking-lutely, but Ty? Sheesh.
Oh my god, and he's just like, I didn't see Moonfall because it looked really stupid. And I just talked to him, and he's like, oh, it was dumb. It was so bad. I'm like, alright.
Yeah, it looked dumb.
He just said, cinema's dead. I'm like, damn, dude. Can't be that bad. He's like, dude, it's bad. I'm like, oh my god.
To say that cinema is dead? Jeez.
It's just like, oh, jeez, dude.
That post made me laugh so hard.
I know, I was just, I had to contact him immediately. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, is that bad?
Like, I thought you'd say that about Fan 4 Stick, but Moonfall?
I'm like, not even Sucker Punch is that bad? And he's like, oh no. Then again, I hate... A lot of people give me shit for really hating Sucker Punch, but I'm not sorry. It's still my worst movie of all time.
No, it's fucking terrible. Oh, you know what? You know one terrible film I actually recently rewatched?
Mm-hmm.
M. Night Shyamalan, After Earth.
Oh my god!
From start to finish.
Oh my god.
That is another Fan 4 Stick for me. Like, I just want to go off on that film. This is my second least favorite M. Night Shyamalan film. Right behind Last Airbender.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Chris Stuckman, I know he made a video about Signs. I think Signs is where things began to go wrong. I'm sorry, Chris. I know you love that movie, but... Oh, man.
I still need to see it.
You've never seen Signs?
No, I have not. It's the only M. Night Shyamalan film I haven't seen yet.
Oh, man. It's...
A little nervous, too, because there are a lot of people... It's very diverse. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't.
Hey, I mean, I won't influence, like, I think, all I'll say is I think Signs is where M. Night Shyamalan started going off the rails. And then it just became worse from there. With some good ones to, you know, give people false hope. Because, you know, M. Night Shyamalan hates his audience.
Yeah, he really does.
It sucks, too, because his first two movies are great. Sixth Sense, great. Unbreakable, fantastic. That's actually my favorite one of his.
It's mine too. Sixth Sense is close second.
You know, Split, very good until Glass decided to give a huge middle finger to all that.
Oh god.
Fucking what a huge fuck you to I'll save that for the Glass review whenever or if ever we get to that.
Yeah, that's where I'll be very angry because that fucking.
It was so good up until that third act. Ugh. As is with Shyamalan.
Yep. But After Earth. Oh, God.
Oh, God. After Earth is just bad. Sit down!
I remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I'm like 12 years old, even I can tell this film's fucking terrible.
Oh, jeez. I was audibly booing when I saw Avatar 2 on the big screen, and I posted that on Facebook, and some people got mad at me, and I started feeling like a douche, so I took it down. I'm like, all right, I thought I was being funny. I kind of feel like an idiot now. Just get rid of it.
I just sat there with a blank face. no reaction.
Oh my god, I just got mad because I fucking hate the first Avatar movie. A lot of one of my least favorite films of all time.
Yes, I dread the day we'll talk about that.
I don't want to talk about Avatar. I don't even want to talk about it. I know we will we probably will eventually, but I'm not looking forward to the day.
No, I'll just let you take over.
Oh, jeez. I'm probably gonna have to force myself to watch it again, which will make me even angrier. So it'll be glorious, I'm sure.
Oh yes, I can't wait. When the Avatar 2 trailer came out, everybody was like, ooh, ah. And I just sat there with a blank face.
The general reaction I got was, why? Which was my reaction as well. Aside from...
I was mostly thinking about James Cameron being fucking petty.
Oh my god.
I'll never forgive him for that. That alone made me lose so much respect for him. Not even joking.
I've lost so much respect for James Cameron over the years.
I know. Like, you go from making Terminator 1 and 2 and Aliens, and now you make fucking Avatar? Really?
It's just fucking lazy, man. Oh, I hate Avatar. I don't want to talk about it right now. We'll save that for the Avatar episode. Fucking hate Avatar.
I'm gonna keep bringing it up, because I love hearing you go off on it.
Like, you think me and him going off on Amazing Spider-Man, like, when you hear me go off on... It's like Sucker Punch, Avatar, and Elysium are probably, like, my top 3. Fucking hate these movies. Just... And well, I would say The Matrix, but I don't hate it that much. I'm just really let down by that movie.
Elysium's fucking terrible.
Oh my god, Elysium? Oh... Talk about a waste of money. Ugh. Great effects, but... Ugh. Terrible movie.
Abysmal. Yeah. So bad.
I'm not looking forward to talking about that as well. But yeah, those are probably my top 3 just hated films of all time. Yours is... I'm guessing it's Fant Four Stick. That's your most hated film of all time.
Oh, yeah. Like, you know how much we bring up that film constantly.
Oh my god. I'm actually looking forward to when we talk about Fant Four Stick. So I'm just gonna let Jake take the mic.
And just this might be a great time to take some shots, because I'm gonna use the word abysmal a lot.
Oh jeez. Ugh. I'm hoping that's not one where we just get drunk and it just becomes a complete nightmare.
I might just want to, because.
Oh, jeez, what an awful film. One of the worst superhero films ever made, at least, for me.
It is the worst. Yeah, worse than Batman and Robin? Yeah, I say so.
Worse than the Whedon cut?
Yeah.
I was about to say by a country mile, yes.
At least Justice League kept me awake. God.
Oh, jeez. Anyway. Have you seen any other movies recently?
I actually recently rewatched the Men in Black trilogy.
Oh, what'd you think of that? How was that?
The first one, I love. It's one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. I feel like people don't give that film enough appreciation of how smartly written it is, and Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith's magnetic chemistry is just off the charts.
I go back and forth on the Men in Black movies. I think they get overhated sometimes, but I go back and forth. 3 is really good. I remember really enjoying 3.
I really like 3. I think it's way better than 2. Even 2 has its moments, even though I don't think it's very good. Like, the post office beatboxing scene, easily my favorite scene of the whole movie. But I really like 3. Josh Brolin was really freaking good as a young
my
Tommy
god,
Lee
what a
Jones.
great casting as young Kay.
Like, he looks like a young Tommy Lee Jones.
I know.
But
Though I always think it's hilarious in those movies that that Kay's real name is Kevin.
I know. So used to hearing him, because you're used to his name being Kay. You're like, oh, Kevin. That's your real name. Okay. I feel like 3 gets way too much hate. I think it's a really good one.
I thought 3 was really good. Like, it's a fun movie. Like, you know, not the best film of all time, but it was good. It was way better than I was expecting. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, it was a solid end to the trilogy, and it felt like a conclusion to the trilogy.
I know.
I was very satisfied. and especially that twist in the end, which I won't spoil it, many of y'all haven't seen it, but really good twist in the end. But I don't get the hate for Men in Black 3. I think it's really good. I've always liked it. Though I will say, Men in Black 2 was the first film where I was introduced to Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, so I will always have a little soft spot for that film because I loved it when I was little. But now it's not very good.
I remember being kind of confused in Men in Black when I saw it when I was like 12.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was a little younger than that. I was like 10 or so.
Yeah, I was like 2 years old when it came out.
Yeah, I know. I was pretty young when that came out, and first Men in Black's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. There's a little scene I always love when Tommy Lee Jones is shaking Frank. And you can just see the smallest smile crack on his face.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, I would. I love animals.
I love pugs. I love bulldogs. So I'm like, yes, I love Frank.
But it's not as bad as Men in Black International. God.
I did not even see it.
Don't see it. It's fucking terrible.
I didn't even see it. I'm like, oh boy. Because I can sniff bad movies from a mile away, my good sir.
I didn't even watch the whole thing. I just watched bits, but I'm like, this film's terrible already. I didn't even finish it.
Wise move on yours.
Yep. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to watch the entire thing. Because the bits I've seen, very bad. Didn't capture the heart and soul of the originals.
Yeah, no, it's really hard to make a legacy sequel nowadays.
Let's face it, Top Gun Maverick.
I know, yeah, it's like...
Shocking. I'm shocked. Like a good legacy sequel that's very rare, but Top Gun Maverick was fucking awesome.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, in some other news of, God damn it. Oh. In other news of the DCEU just becoming completely laughable, it turns out our good friend, the hero of Honolulu himself, Ezra Miller, has gotten arrested in Vermont. I guess Hawaii got too boring for him. So now he went to Vermont, and now he's terrorizing everyone in Vermont. He got arrested over there. And I'm just like, oh.
Oh my god. What is this? Like his 20th arrest?
Oh, it's like the 4th or 5th, maybe even 6th one he's had in the past couple months.
My god, I can't.
I can't either. It's just, my head. Just let the DC.
Every time there's news about Ezra Miller, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's
when
like
will this end?
It's like the DC. It's like the universe is throwing every sign it has at Warner Brothers that the DCEU just is not working, and they're just like trying to go through with it, and then all this just awful shit just goes down, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, and all this Ezra Miller news. I was excited for a Flash movie, but now not anymore.
Yeah, I know. I was looking forward to that movie, so I'm like, oh, it actually looks kind of good. And then this stuff happens. You're just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, I'm still gonna see it for the Supergirl actress, who I think is Foxy. But that's about it. Ezra Miller just tainted that movie.
I will note, I am speaking of foxy Hollywood ladies, Don't Worry Darling is coming out, and it has Florence Pugh in it. Oh my god. Carlton was giving me so much shit about it when the trailer came out. Because Harry Styles in that movie, I'm not going to mention anything about the trailer, but I got so jealous of Harry Styles.
No, Carlton was telling me, like, ooh, Harry Styles got that pussy. I'm like, yep. I bet Britton is just banging his head against the wall.
Oh, I was seething. I was seething. I was like, oh, you're killing me, Olivia Wilde.
It's like she heard you. It's like she heard on one of our episodes
where I was thirsting over Florence Pugh. She's like, oh.
And she was like, I want to fuck with this guy.
I'm gonna put him in my sexy movie where it's basically like the Stepford Wives for a new generation. It actually looks like a good movie. I've heard Booksmart is actually good. I want to see that.
That's a good one.
Because a lot of people were telling me, like, it's very much like Superbad, which is one of my favorite comedies.
I want to say it's nowhere near as good as Superbad in my opinion. I love Superbad.
I've heard it's like Superbad in some ways. So I'm like, oh, and the trailers actually look like a lot of fun. So I might check it out. I don't know if anyone's got it on my end, but I would love to see it.
Not as raunchy as Superbad, but it's still a good one.
Is it as funny though as Superbad? Because not just the raunchiness, but Superbad is fucking hilarious. Like that's another one I'm looking forward to. Superbad.
Oh yeah, I love Superbad. Nowhere near as funny as Superbad, but it's still a very funny movie. But again, not biased because I love Superbad.
Not a huge Seth Rogen fan, but I think he captured some lightning in a bottle with Superbad. It's probably my favorite work of his.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, it's such a great film. Oh, it's so good. I love Superbad.
Well.
It's just so the high school experience. Like when I watched it again at the lake a few months ago, and I'm like, dude, this is high school. This was high school.
Yeah, this is exactly how high school was when I was in high school. So thank you.
Oh, jeez. It's a really good one though.
Indeed.
I enjoyed myself quite a bit.
I also enjoyed Pineapple Express too.
That is a fun. I almost forgot about Pineapple. That's another really good one that Seth Rogen and the crew made.
I also personally I kind of talked about it in our Multiverse of Madness episode with Jordan, but yeah, This Is the End I actually love.
It's a fun one. Yeah, it's fun. I didn't really care for it, but it's a fun movie to watch. Like, it's a good one to watch with your friends.
It's just like it's so fun just seeing these characters playing exaggerated versions of themselves. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of goofy. It's like,
That's why.
It jumped the shark a little bit for my taste. Though, and James Franco, it's just like, oh god. Oh, speaking of which. Did you hear that James Franco is going to be Fidel Castro?
Yeah.
Because why the fuck not?
Yeah, why not?
Jesus Christ.
Remember John Leguizamo went on a rant about it, and he just said, like, he's not Latino.
I know, it's like, that's not even my thing. It's like, why are you making a movie about Fidel Castro? Why'd you get James Franco to play him, at all people? So weird.
After all the controversy surrounding James Franco, yeah, let's do this.
It's so weird. And I loved everyone's reaction on the, reaction of the, which is basically my reaction, which is, why?
Yeah, that's exactly my reaction. I was like,
oh, jeez. And I don't have anything against James Franco. He's done some good stuff, like Pineapple Express. He's a lot. I think that's probably his best role.
yeah.
Spring Breakers is fun. I like 127 Hours. Oh, what were you saying?
Oh, I say 127 Hours might be my favorite, but I say Disaster Artist is a close second.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Disaster. He's great. I forgot about Disaster Artist. That was great. He was a great Tommy Wiseau.
He was fucking excellent. I was like, wow, you actually sound and look like Tommy Wiseau quite a bit.
Oh my god. I was watching a movie the other night. Samurai Cop.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you, one of the most hilarious films I have ever seen in my life. Please watch it.
I really need want to watch it.
Oh
it has
my
hilarity
god.
written all over it.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. And Samurai Cop 2, like, it was fun, but I think it's fun when you watch and make fun of it. More than it's, like, bad, like, Samurai Cop. It's so bad. I love Samurai Cop. I love it in a way where Samurai Cop should not be loved, but I love it.
I still need. There's another film you definitely need to see. One of my friends, Tyson, which I definitely want to get him on here one day. He introduced me to this film called Meteor Man, and oh boy,
what is
that
this?
one is hilarious.
Meteor Man.
Hilarious. Look it up. It's fucking. It's horrible, but I fucking love every minute of it.
Oh my god, I gotta look this up. What is this? Oh my god. It looks so stupid.
It is stupid, but I fucking loved watching it.
Oh, jeez. You managed to get James Earl Jones into this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep, I know. Oh, we got some hilariosities coming soon.
Oh,
Samurai
man.
Cop. Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
There's another film that's like so bad it's hilarious. Steel.
Oh my god, that movie's so bad. Oh, that one. Oh, Shaq. Oh, my god.
Steel, Kazam, like, ooh.
It was just in the pocket of making a lot of bad superhero films.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Poor Shaq. I think Shaq's better doing the commercials.
Yeah, stick with commercials because you're not good at doing superhero movies.
Oh. Even managed to get Bill Cosby. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a one. Fucking hate it.
Oh,
fucking
man.
hate it, but I fucking love it.
Jeez. Is it Veronica tier?
Oh god, nothing can top Veronica. Well, The Room will always be the pinnacle of so bad it's good, but Veronica, I say it's a very close second.
Oh god, Veronica, dude.
The only movie that made Chris Stuckman drink.
God. I thought he was kind of tipsy with Catwoman, to be honest with you.
I thought you would get drunk there.
Oh god, I can't. That's another one I can't wait for. I can't wait for Catwoman. We are gonna just trash it.
Oh boy, I cannot wait for that episode.
It's on HBO Max too, so I'm gonna rewatch it to get a good memory.
Oh yes.
Oh man. All right, I think that's all we got out of our system today. Jacob, it's your turn to pick. What do you got for us? You said you had a good one.
Yes, you're gonna be very happy because I know it's one of your favorites. In honor of its 5-year anniversary, I would love to talk about Good Time.
Good Time? Yes. I would love to talk about that movie.
Fucking love Good Time.
One of Robert Pattinson's best.
Hell yes.
I'm looking forward to Good Time. I like it a lot more than Uncut Gem. Hot take there.
Still debating which one I like more.
Still which one?
I'm still debating which one I like more, either Good Time or Uncut Gems.
I want to see Uncut Gems again, though. My dad really liked it. My mother hated it. We showed my mom, and she was like, I hate this film. I was like... Oh, but I love Good Time. I can't wait to talk about that. Oh, boy. But this has been fun. We talked about Baby Driver, our first, and hopefully first of many Edgar Wright episodes. I've been Britton.
And I've been Jacob.
And we do it for the love of the movies.
Yes, we do.
Indeed. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
See y'all next week.